Some places hum with memory, and this is one of them. A sacred spring held in Wakka Wakka country, where water carries a story and the land still remembers the skies. Here, the presence of the Seven Sisters is felt, not only from above, but within the stones and the earth beneath our feet. And across this continent, there are other stories of quiet ones, of beings that walk the deep bush, hair-covered watchers, guardians often misunderstood but never misplaced. And so we come here not to hunt but to listen, to walk softly, and to feel what the land might choose to reveal. This spring has witnessed thousands of footsteps, and also none at all. The Wakka Wakka people know this land by name, by breath, by song. And these stones remember. The water listens, and when the air shifts, it's not just weather. It is presence.
Alright, so here we are. Okay, this is a little different. We're at Ban Springs, right? We're in the Ban Springs area, right? And so this area we're in today is this is sacred land of the Wakka Wakka people. Right, we're in the sacred land of the Wakka Wakka people today. So so I'm going to tell a little bit of a story. It's about the Seven Sisters. Right now, I was speaking to an elder of this space a little while ago, and he said to me, "Why don't you come out the country and come out and visit visit this spot. So he's given us his permission as the elder to come and tell the story of the Seven Sisters from this area, and I'll tell it the best I can as it was told to me. It's the best I can do. And so the story goes that Seven Sisters is seven mountains. You'll see it when we show the picture. You'll see what we mean. But so the Seven Sisters were seven ladies. This story first starts in the north of Australia, right? So right up north of Australia, and there were the Seven Sisters, right? Seven Curry sisters, and there was this witch doctor, and he wanted to marry the Seven Sisters. So he wanted to marry the Seven Sisters, and they weren't into it, right? They weren't into it at all. They said, no, we don't want to marry this dude. So they decided they'd take off. So the seven of them took off, and they headed down south. And this witch doctor, he chased them. He's gone, I'm not letting them go. I'm going to marry these seven, whether they like it or not. Now, so they've roamed all over the country. They've come down from up Darwin, Northern Territory, and then they're coming down and around Australia, and they got to this spring area, right? So they made it, the Seven Sisters made it to the Springs area, right? And they stopped here, and old mate caught up with them. So old mate's caught up with them in this area, right? And he's turned them to stone. Right, so he's turned them to stone. Like he's caught them. But what he didn't realise was that as he turned them to stone, the Seven Sister spirits, they left their bodies. Right, so the Seven Sisters have left their bodies, have left the spirits, and so he's turned them into stone, the physical body, but their spirits, they took off. And now they've taken off into the sky. Yeah. Now, they've gone up, and then there's the constellation with the Seven Sisters in the sky.
Pleiades.
Pleiades is if you want to look at the sisters in the sky, but they've gone up and set themselves up in the sky so that their people could see that they were still free. Right, so that their spirits were free and they weren't caught by fucking old mate witch doctor. You know what I mean? But he thought he'd caught him. But yeah, the sisters ended up outsmarting him in the end, and then so they're up in the sky, so their people from the north, from Darwin, can see them, that they know that they're safe and that they're up there in the sky looking over them and watching over them. And yeah, that's the story the elder told me a couple of months ago when I met him at this festival thing in Maryborough. Beautiful man. I bought one of his paintings of the Seven Sisters for you for Christmas. It's a beautiful picture, and yeah, he gave me the story that goes along with it.
I love
and
that.
I'm blessed, and thank you for giving me that story, and yeah, thank you for allowing me to share that story with you guys today. And yeah, so we're at this beautiful spot here, the creek crossing here, and I'm unsure of to bring it back to the hairy man and this area. I have no knowledge at all what the Wakka Wakka people think about the hairy man, or about the stories that go with that. But so that's something I will check out. I want to check that out, because we'll come back to this area again. It is absolutely beautiful here. It's stinking hot.
It is so hot.
Sweating my guts
it's
out.
really hot.
Whoosh. But but yeah, it'd be nice to come out here and go for a swim. I might even go for a swim, I think. Jump in the water. And but we went up to where we've got some pictures of us at the actual spring. right? That's the meeting spot. That's the meeting place. That's where all the tribes come here and they meet around that natural spring there. And it's a beautiful. The water is coming out of the ground, beautiful.
Gorgeous.
I had a drink. I put some water in my body and on my face, and yeah, this area's magic. It's a magical area. There's something about it. It's so inviting. Maybe because we were invited on land, I don't know. But fuck, I love this area out here. It is absolutely beautiful. You know, like you can see why people were living here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You can see why it's so healthy, the environment around here. Like the dragonflies are just insane.
Everywhere.
Big black dragonflies cruising through, and yeah, there's little fish jumping in the creek here, and you know, like there'd be lots of freshwater mussels here, like, and we talk about, I do anyway, I talk about the ecosystem as far as sustaining a larger form of life. You know what I mean? So this ecosystem here would be capable, well, you had the Wakka Wakka people all through here, so there's the hint that it can sustain a tribe of human people.
And hairy man people.
And well, that's what I'm saying. If it can sustain a tribe of human people, then it's not far of a stretch to go, well, if you know, the hairy men are cruising around here, well, you look around and you go, fuck, if they were, you'd never notice. You'd never know. Like, you wouldn't see them unless they wanted to start coming.
Exactly. Well, it's all throughout Indigenous oral history. They speak about how the hairy man loves the water holes where there's mussels and crawfish. And we found, was it crawfish? No, they're mussels.
Mussels.
Quite a few times that have been cracked
Lots
open
of times,
in
lots
little
of times.
isolated creek areas. That was interesting.
Yeah, we found lots of mussels in quite a few spots. And I'm there to say, if I had another cruise around here, they're here as well. I guarantee it. Like, but yeah, it's funny that you know. Yeah, so.
Well, let's have a little
I'm gonna
dip in the water.
I'm gonna jump in the water and have a quick swim. And all right, so while I was fucking having a beautiful swim here, and the water is absolutely beautiful, mind you. I came across this little sandbank, right, and I thought I'd just have a quick look, scope over this little sandbank up here. Right, you can see this little, right here. Right, there's a little tiny sandbank right here. So I thought, oh yeah, I'll come over here and have a quick gander and blow me down, which this happens from time to time, but I saw, like, I haven't walked on this area, I've stayed in the water, but as you can see, right, that to me looks like an absolute footprint. Well, it is a print, as you can see, like, the ground's pretty clear, clear, and then bush. Here we go, 1, 2, like 3, 4, and like now that I've got this picture, right, I'm going to put my foot, right, there's my foot, right, there's my foot. Now I'll put my heel in this other one. There's my heel in the other foot hole right next to mine, as you can see, and the thing's huge. It's a huge footprint, you know, like, that's the footprint there, you know what I mean, and there's mine here, right next to it. Look at the size difference. Right, so it's come through the water here, stood out of the water. One, there's another one here. tends to come out here as well. Look, you can see it, and there's the front of it, like, you know, there's a big, then it goes into the water. And I can see the prints coming through. You know what I mean? And yeah, I just thought I'd let you see that, and you know, like, you probably can't see it, I don't know, but there's shellfish up here too. You know what I mean? There's some open shellfish up here. It looks like a nice little spot. Come and eat a few mussels. Yeah, I just thought I'd just show you that out of just interest. I wasn't. Yeah. Lots of fish in here, I tell you. Good feed. Whoosh. Whoosh.
We didn't come here looking for answers today. We came to feel what still lives here. And something did stir. In the stillness, in the water, in the breath between trees. Maybe it was memory. Maybe it was presence. Or maybe it was the land speaking in ways that we were just quiet enough to hear. Out here, the mystery doesn't chase the spotlight. It waits for those who walk slow enough to find it.
Of stars against the dark, a fleeting touch of